Welcome to the online class, students. Today we'll be learning how to write formal letters. So, formal letters are official letters which deal with subjects like enquiry, ordering, transfer of money, reference, request, booking, complaint, or even an apology. Business letters are formal in nature. Nothing in such letters should sound too personal or too intimate. So now let me tell you about the layout of a formal letter. As you can see in this picture, you can see the layout of a formal letter. You can very well clearly see the box type format as well as the traditional format. Again, I repeat, the box type format is the one which is preferred. So always try to write in the box type format, though the council accepts both the format, but it is advisable to write the and practice the box type format. Now see children, if you come to the very first point or the heading, the writer's address is written in the same way as it is written in a personal letter. You can see it is written the sender's address means your address has to be written on the top left hand side in a box type format. But in a traditional format, you can write it down on the right hand side. Then the date as in the personal letter. Similarly, first leave space or line and then write down the date. Writing down the date, always the month should be mentioned first. For example, April, then the day 29, and then the year. So month, date, and then the year. You don't require any punctuation marks. Then leave space and write down the receiver's address. The address of the person or the company addressed to is written after the date. Then again we leave space, a line, and now come to the salutation, which is the greeting, which is quite different from that of a personal letter. It is always written as Dear Sir. If you are writing to an official who is a man, if you know that the official is a lady, then you should greet her as Dear Madam. And if you are writing to a business firm and not to any particular official, then the greeting should be Dear Sirs, Sirs. And this greeting, whether it is Dear Sir, Dear Madam, Dear Sirs, it should be followed by a comma. Then again leave space, and here see the heading. Heading means we have to write down the subject with which the letter deals, which is indicated by a business heading written in the middle of the writing space between the salutation and the first paragraph, that is to be in the body of the letter, and this heading is underlined. Now coming to the body of the letter, an immediate reference should be made in the opening sentence of a letter to the previous, and if there is any previous communication, in order to enable the addressee to whom you're addressed, to whom you're addressing, sorry, to identify your correspondence. Then, of course, the body of the letter should be divided into paragraphs, and while you conclude, the concluding sentence normally refers to the main topic of the letter. So it is not like the personal letter we write down, the opening sentence and the concluding sentence. It should be in reference to the main topic of the letter, the concluding sentence. After that, leave space and then come to the subscription. That is the common form of subscription we write in the informal letter, sorry, in the business letter or the formal letter is yours faithfully, which is followed by a comma. So here we use yours faithfully and it has to be followed by a comma. And then the last of all, we when we end, we write down the full signature. In a business letter, in a formal letter, we write down the full signature. That is, either you write down your initials or write down the first name plus the second name. Surname. The first as well as the surname has to be written. And below that, below your full signature, write clearly within brackets your full name and your designation, if any. For example, I can show you in this letter. When it is, though it is written on the right hand side, you can write on the left only. Here, yours faithfully, whatever name is Ratna Kulkarni hai, and after your signature, the full name in bracket, you have to write down the name completely clearly, because your signatures might not be able to be identified clearly. And below that, you write down your designation, if any, like here it is principal. So this is how you are going to write down the formal letter. Now see children, there are certain points you have to remember while writing down a formal letter. Letters which are formal should be brief. They should be brief and to the point. Such letters deal with a particular subject like ordering goods, and there is no need for great creative or imaginative skill in this type of letters or assignments. Let your letter be clear so that the reader knows exactly what you want, and make sure to give all information which is likely to be required. If you are ordering a book, write the name of the book, the author, edition, publication, date, etc. Maintain the necessary formal tone, which is not the type of letter to establish. See, in a business letter, we are not there to establish any intimate personal relationship. So we have to be very business like in our tone. Our tone have to be very business like. We don't have to be intimate. We don't have to try to be very intimate with the person we are talking to in the letter. And we have to be very polite in our expressions. Even if you have to lodge a complaint, make sure that you complain without being rude and set out your letter correctly. Most of the business letters are written to someone you have not been acquainted with or whom you have never met or contacted before. Therefore, accuracy in your language, expression, spelling, and punctuation has to be maintained. So, children, try to listen to the video carefully and follow the rules. I'll send you the assignment. Goodbye.